Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport. Bryce Harper leads the team at OPS, so he's the guy that looks to slug and basically make things happen for them offensively.
Just a machine in terms of at the plate. He'll take his walks, he'll barrel up the baseball, he'll hit the ball in the gaps, he'll hit the ball over the fence. So talk about a guy going good. That's him right now, and he's a bat that you want to stay away from if you're the pitcher.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Ready to go now? Now here is Akil Baddoo. That one misses, and we're underway here in Philly. Next offering is in for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Righty delivers. Line drive, caught. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Akil Baddoo.
This is an interesting guy to have in the lineup because everyone knows his ability to change the game on the base paths, leading the American League in stolen bases. So it's almost like the fear of what he's going to do when he gets on distracts the pitcher from being able to attack him at the plate. Tell you what, he's in some people's heads right now.
The 1-0. Out to short, Turner. Over to first. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. And here is Eric Haas. Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him. There's a strike. That one out to right. Harper ranging after it. Racing, makes the catch. And that's the inning. Tigers are shut down there. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And on the mound now, Casey Mize. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Strike two. Casey Mize played his college ball at Auburn, and he was the #1 overall draft pick in 2018. And while at Auburn, he was named an All-American twice. And meanwhile, this a fair ball down the left field line. Around first, digging for two, and he's got a leadoff double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Comes into this one with more homers than anyone in the National League. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
I'll never forget that first start in the big leagues made a strong impression for the Tigers in 2020. He became the first pitcher since Steven Strasburg to strike out 7 batters and walk none. Not bad at all for your first big league start.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No outs. Runner on second. Into left center for a base hit. Turner around third. He'll score, and it's 1-0. The throw into second. Not in time. He's safe. A run comes in on the play.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
And now here is Harper. First offering misses the mark. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Schwarber stands at second with no outs. Next offering way off the plate. Fouls one off. 2-2. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And that one is off the wall. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 2. And that's a double.
And if you're the pitcher, you can't be frustrated. You know this is going to be the toughest batter that you face tonight, and you're going to have to face him a couple of times. So you just tip your cap and hope that you can get the next guy out.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Foul ball. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner at second, nobody out. That misses off the outside edge.
It's a good take.
Timeout asked for and given at the plate now. Now all even up. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And it's caught for the out. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Kyle Schwarber.
Well, he's been putting up some huge power numbers, and opposing pitchers know that they can't make mistakes to him. In fact, they probably circle him pregame, making sure that if they're in a situation where their back is against the wall, they're going to find a way to pitch around him. Players that are in the top 5 in slugging percentage in the league really don't get overlooked.
Liner caught at second.
And good defensive play prevents a run from scoring right there.
And now it's Alec Bohm, the top hitter in the National League, entering the day.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Here's the 0-1. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Harper around third. Play it home, he's safe. And they lead by 3.
Well done, drives in the run. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
So 2 down, and now for the Phillies, JT Realmuto. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The 0-1.
That's a ball.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. Base hit center field.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of it.
Makes the grab, and that's the inning. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the Phillies. Back here at the ballpark, here's the left fielder, Kerry Carpenter. The pitch. Swing and a foul straight back.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. He was all over that one. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Austin Meadows, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Foul ball there. Ground ball could be 2. Goes to second for 1. On to Hoskins. Double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And now it's Jonathan Scope. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Right down to shoot. That's strike 1.
Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
On a line, base hit.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Strike 2. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Righty to the plate. Pitch misses there. Now 2-2. And And now it's filled up.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. One left for Detroit. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. This is Bryson Stott.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And a pitch. There's a strike. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to...
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time, so they get the first out of the inning. Here's Turner now, doubled in his first AB. Out in front and foul to the left side. Singy's not just one of the fastest guys in the game, but also Trey Turner. How about those slides? Pretty cool looking.
Yeah, a natural slip and slide out there on the field. And one thing that speaks to me is that he doesn't decelerate a whole lot when he's...
Singy, it was close. Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. And at first, Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 1 with a double. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. And fouled off. Kicks and fires. Runner on the go again. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He makes the grab. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's Bryce Harper. He doubled home a run in his first AB. On the ground right side, and that's just foul.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Hernandez over to first in time. Harper retired. And that is that. One left for Philadelphia, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Spencer Torkelson. The right-hander back to work. The Tigers selected Spencer Torkelson #1 overall in 2020 out of Arizona State. And he rocketed through their farm system, made it to AAA in his first pro season, and then eventually made his big league debut the following year.
Yeah, Torkelson became the 4th Arizona State baseball player to be drafted #1 overall. Can you think of some of the other ones, Boog?
And a pitch. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, I know that Bob Horner was a 1-1, and I know Rick Monday was the first overall pick.
Yep, you also add Floyd Bannister in 1976. You know, Arizona State's produced more #1 overall picks than any other program in the country.
Next pitch is popped up. Hoskins puts the squeeze on that one, and there's 1 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Matt Vierling, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Got him. 2 away now. Next is the Tigers DH, Akil Baddoo. This one in the air right field. Harper has a beat on it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. As we go to the last of the third. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper is looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Ball 1, no strikes. Hoskins batting in the cleanup spot. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. Pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So a man aboard. So here's the Phillies DH, Nick Castellanos. And there's a strike. Castellanos in his 10th season, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2010. Popped up right side. Fair ball. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. When you pop a ball up like that, you don't expect it to get you a knock too often. But right there, somehow he got it to drop in behind first base, and that's where no one could get to it.
Now here is Alec Bohm. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. At the belt and fires. In the air, out towards left center. Vierland snags it on the run. And now it is JT Realmuto. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one lifted to left. Carpenter has a beat on it. And there's 2 down. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. 0 for 1 so far.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
1-0.
First pitch, not close.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Vierland under it and puts the squeeze on that. And that is that. Phillies leave a couple, but they lead it 3-0. Back here in Philadelphia, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Cesar Hernandez. And here it comes. That's in there. 0-1. On the ground to first, and it goes just foul. The 0-2. Tap dances out of the way of that one. 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. The punch out there. Snap throw.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Did one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And into second with one away. That's a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that bat through the zone.
Ripped to third and caught. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Haas stands at second with 2 gone. That one fouled off. Swing and a bouncer. Fires over to Hoskins, and that will end the inning. Tigers leave one, still down 3-0. And welcome back. Ready to go, bottom 4. And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. Mize back to work. Good eye right there. That one to first. Torkelson takes it himself, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Trey Turner now. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man.
Fair ball. And that rolls into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the 1st.
Nope.
Just missed. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Off the plate inside, and it's 2-0. Tigers bullpen with some action. Matthew Boyd up and loosening in the pen. Left-hand batter waits, and there's a strike. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Flying around third is Turner. He will score, and they lead by 4.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for these guys. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
1 down. Here's Harper now. Swinging a foul straight back. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Meadows makes the grab, and there are 2 down. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Rhys Hoskins. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Up the middle, lays out, but he can't squeeze it, and he beats it. He's safe.
Everything came together for him. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Line drive, and foul ball.
Well, they gave that one a pretty good ride down the line, but it hooked just foul down in the corner. That could have been an easy double if it stayed fair.
Schwarber at third. Hoskins at first. 2 out of the inning. The next offering misses. Ball 1. Next pitch is popped up. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We played 4. New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, Jonathan Scope. And the pitch. And that one is in for a strike.
Well, these Tigers need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Next pitch just misses, and that is ball 1. And now 2-2. Comes the 2-2. He goes down looking. The batter now, Javier Baez. Went down on strikes his first time through. Javier Baez, who hails from Puerto Rico, he was the 9th overall pick in 2011 by the Cubs, and what a fun player to watch. Won the World Series in 2016. He was the NLCS MVP, and of course on the cover of MLB The Show in 2020.
Yeah, nearly won the MVP in 2018 when he finished runner-up to Christian Yelich, and it's about the only thing he hasn't been able to do.
In the air to left center. Marsh moves under it. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
On the ground. Stop. Throws to first, and they get Torkelson for the out. That's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Tigers. They're down. Back here in Philadelphia, here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. And he deals. And that one is lifted in the air. Dunks one into left. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Matthew Boyd. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. JT Realmuto steps in.
JT Realmuto.
That's a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now it's going to be Brandon Marsh. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Bohm on second. Realmuto on at first with nobody out. Up the middle, It's through for a hit. Here comes Bohm around third. Here's the throw to the plate. The run comes in from second. It's 5-0.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. That one pulled foul. First and second here, no outs. That's a hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Here's Trey Turner, just off the outside edge. 1-0. Chris, Trey Turner's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. You think speed with Trey Turner, but a guy who impacts the game with his slug as well. And the 1-0. And there's a ball.
Yeah, he's kind of a thin, wiry guy, but packs some punch with the bat. But I got to say, the speed does jump out, and it's on both sides of the ball where he can change the game.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Back to the mound. Steps in the bag for 1. And a run scores on the double play.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Kyle Schwarber, the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. And now the lefty. That one down the line, and that's just foul. 1-2 now. And another ball. Runner at third, 2 away. Next pitch off the plate. And now 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing, a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. And he brings it into the warning track. They put 2 on the board, 4 hits, no errors. Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. His righty-lefty splits there. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
He'll do it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Baddoo in the box again. Takes a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
In the air, left field. Grabs it on the run. And there's 2 down.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing across here this half. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Phillies. Back at Citizens Bank Park, Bryce Harper to the plate.
The right field. Bryce Harper.
Boyd back to work. In the air out towards right center. Dearland pulls it down. One away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Rhys Hoskins stands in for the Phillies. In there for strike one. Boyd, 32 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2013. Hoskins pushes it foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
Castellanos stands in now and watches strike one. That one hooked foul. And the 0-2. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Throws to second for 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies 6, and we go to the top of the 7th. And the batter now, Eric Haas.
Number 13, Eric Haas.
The wind of the pitch. Now fly ball to right center. Marsh on the move. And there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Carpenter up for the 3rd time and takes ball 1. Slice the other way and foul.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Next pitch is downstairs. A little bit late.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Out into left center for a line drive base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
And the righty deals. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Here comes a pitch. That's off the mark, and it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next offering misses. 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Jonathan Scope now at the plate. And pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Here's a 1-2. Slider misses outside. Carpenter at second with 2 down. Stop. Whips it to first. Scope gone to the play. That's out number 3. 1 left for Detroit. Still up against a 6th. Jason Foley comes on now.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Base knock right field.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate.
Now,
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runner at first with no outs here. And it's even up.
For a guy that's been swinging the bat well all game long, that was a pretty ugly swing right there. I'm sure he'll tighten it up on this next pitch.
Line drive caught. Man at first, and now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Ripped on a line. Vierling makes the grab. 2 down. Bryson Stott digs in now.
Second baseman, Bryson.
Bounced up the middle. Takes it to the base for the force out. Third out, and that ends the. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's Javier Baez. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Gregory Soto.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
The pitch. And that's in for a strike. Soto, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a four-seamer, a slider, and he works in a changeup. 0-2 now.
Oh, that's out.
Sets him down on strikes. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3. And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. That one's in there, 0-1. And ball 1. Ball to strike. The pitch. There's the strike.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more guys that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
To the right side. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. And next to hit for Detroit, Matt Vierling. And that's in there for strike 1.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
He takes it on his own, and that is that. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, Trey Turner at the plate. The pitch. There's a strike.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Slapped foul. Ground ball left side. Baez tosses to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. With the speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
And a foul ball. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. Up the middle. Tosses to first. Schwarber out on the play. 2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Phillies, Bryce Harper. Ground ball up the middle. Baez fires over to first. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They lead it, though. Back here in Philadelphia, we go to the 9th, and here's the Tiger leadoff man, Akil Baddoo. Next pitch is popped up, and a foul ball. Soto goes 6'1", 28 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Real Muto calls it in, and there's one away. Hernandez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Eric Haas up now for the Tigers. And the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, when you reel off 8 wins in a row, you're this close to double digits, and then all of a sudden it's a challenge within a challenge to get 2 more wins to get to 10. But there's definitely a high level of confidence that these guys are playing at right now, and that's one of those things. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to disturb things. Make sure the clubhouse guy is giving you the same good food he's been giving you all along, and you can keep this win streak going.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Tonight, first for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 6 runs, 17 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Tigers, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
I don't like the paparazzi.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting off in the National League East, the Philadelphia Phillies held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Tigers 6-0. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. The Mets allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 9-3. Jesus Luzardo earned the 3rd W of his season, helping lead Miami to a victory against Kansas City 4-2. The Diamondbacks smacked 15 team hits as they took down the Nationals in Washington 9-1. The Reds tallied 5 home runs overall as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 7-4. The O's got 11 hits overall as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 8-4. Chase DeYoung grabbed his 4th victory out of the pen as the Buccos were winners over Oakland 2-1. The San Francisco Giants sent 3 balls into the seats as they toppled the Rockies 10-3. Ty France plated 3 runs on the day, helping lead the Mariners past the Padres 3-2. The Minnesota Twins combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 8-1. Alek Manoah got the win, his 6th so far this year, helping Toronto beat Houston 5-1. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Gavin Sheets was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, helping lead the White Sox over the Yankees 8-4. The Guardians pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 3-0. The Angels combined for 4 total home runs as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 5-4. Patrick Sandoval got the win, number 7 thus far, as the Redbirds took one from the Rangers 3-1. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
1.